came to us 7 years ago when she was 3 years old to be a companion for our ram after his friend died suddenly. Before coming to us, Pippi had lived on a production farm. The owners had decided to send her to slaughter because she had never become pregnant. The previous owner told how sending animals to slaughter had always felt bad, but in Pippi's case it felt more like a relief. The reason was that Pippi was very difficult to handle. Whenever people came to perform any care procedures, Pippi hid behind the other sheep, frightened. After these situations, the previous owner was often covered in bruises. Because of her large size, Pippi was not easy to turn onto her back, and she had the strength to resist. I wanted to do things in a completely different way because I did not want every care procedure to be a fight and a source of stress for both of us. Anything that even slightly felt to Pippi like she was about to be caught for handling triggered a flight response. Pippi's nervous system was constantly in a flight state. I believe that Pippi was meant to come into my life as a teacher because the difficulty of handling her inspired me to start studying to become an animal trainer. I simply had to find the right ways to train Pippi. This video was taken 1 year after Pippi arrived and we had to make a difficult decision regarding shearing. We did not want to force anything, so we decided not to do the autumn shearing in order to give ourselves more time for training. Pippi could not be tied without creating dangerous situations, so shearing was difficult. I did not even consider trying that option. I needed Pippi to want to stay close to me so that I could shear her while she was free. At this point, we had already given a home to 3 other Eves at our sanctuary, and our ram had been castrated so that everyone could live together as a flock. The other sheep showed Pippi an excellent example of how coming to me was worth it because it was followed by treats. Pippi challenged my patience again and again. It took several years before I was able to use a shearing machine. She ran away immediately if I turned the machine on. So I sheared her with scissors during the first years. The greatest motivation came from seeing how Pippi would always sniff me, still with a little fear in her eyes, as if wondering whether she could trust me or not. Earning the trust of a fearful animal is something that cannot be measured in money. As the training progressed, I was slowly able to approach Pippi with the shearing machine, but whenever I tried to touch her with it, she moved away. She associated the machine with her own past experiences. If a sheep moves during shearing, it is easy to cause cuts to the skin with the shearing machine. This had most likely happened to Pippi as well, and she remembered it. I am actually grateful that Pippi did not make things easy for me because it gave me the opportunity to take what I learned in school and put it into practice. The biggest change that happened in me was learning to manage and consciously shape my own emotional states when training an animal, and this is something I can now share with others as well. We humans tend to rush everything we do. We demand the animals adapt to many different situations without showing them how they should behave in those situations. And then we blame the animal when it does not act the way we want. The reason is not found in the animal, but in the way we ourselves act when our actions do not produce the desired result. If we want an animal to stay still, we must give it a reason to want to stay still. This is how cooperation develops and trust grows. Shearing was not our only challenge, as sheep's hooves also need to be trimmed. In this situation as well, I did not want to turn Pippi onto her back, nor did I want to tie her, because she was not ready for that yet. So, once again, we did the exercises while she was free. At this point, Pippi already knew that training meant treats, and the next challenge was how to keep her leg lifted long enough for me to trim the hoof. Once again, patience was needed. Alongside patience, something else was constantly growing as well: love and friendship. Animal-friendly training eventually led to the transformation of a fearful sheep who was impossible to catch into a brave sheep who willingly put her head into a halter. Today, Pippi is one of the easiest sheep for us to handle. She stands calmly at the handling area with a halter on, tied, while I trim her hooves. The reason why Pippi is shorn only on one side in this video is that the shearing machine battery ran out, not because shearing was difficult. Years ago, when I filmed the training, I did not yet know why I was doing it that way. This autumn, I have compiled my videos into an online course on sheep training based on gradual progression using rewards. It took me years of trying different methods to find the ones that worked best. With the experience I have today, I am able to train effectively and save time without it taking years to achieve results. My hope is that animal training will also reach farm animals like sheep. We do not need to force them through fear. Living with fear is exhausting. I am so happy that I have been able to offer Pippi a home where she does not have to be afraid. In the end, there was nothing wrong with Pippi from the very beginning. She had simply learned that being caught led to unpleasant feelings. Now she has learned that being caught leads to positive feelings.